Thank you everyone for being here on the session of the successful customer delivery or the customer experience. So first of all, I would like to ask everyone how you see the customer experience, what exactly the customer expect from us when a customer comes for the insurance. So before going to that, I will go into my first slide. Okay, so the agenda of this discussion, we will be covering this somewhere, identifying the customer, identify suitable policy for them, quotes, coverage, how we provide the quotes and how we cover that. Apart from that, what is the transparency level that we have the customer queries? Apart from that, how they can access the policies, how they can update the KYC details and everything, how the claim settlement process goes, and where we ask for the feedback, and how we go for the renewals and somewhere continuation in that. So that we will start. So first thing is, somewhere before going into that, let me ask how the insurance looks like. So this is somewhere a traditional insurance till 2000, and how we was looking here, customer, this is the era where the customer comes to us. This is not something that we are going to customer. Customer is finding us. Then customer is giving okay, it is somewhere the one brand I identified. I want to go for the somewhere LIC, because LIC was the only one who was somewhere initially. I have to go for the LIC. Then after that, customer, okay, what is my requirement? Which policy is somewhere better, or what is the somewhere available policies, or I select from that policy. Then he next for the advice. He visit to the next somewhere their agents or somewhere who are the person who are available, or the somewhere executive from the LIC, and then they looks into the, okay, these are the somewhere I go for the policy. For example, I can go for the life cover, health and term. I'm not sure on that time I was available, business was available. Then customer asks for what are the quotes. So quotes is somewhere really big example here. So if I ask about the quotes, let me come out from this point, this PPT, and ask you the real quotes. Many of you might be chasing somewhere car insurance, or the somewhere bike insurance, or your business insurance. Let's consider a case when your insurance is expired. Then what is the way? The generally way is you need to go to any agent, and then you need to go for that. This is somewhere till 5 years back it was happening. Now it is somewhere resolved by so many insurance organizations. So if you ask for the quote is almost double. From any provider or any agency holder, they are asking for this quote is almost double. And then customer do not have any option. He has to go for the survey for their car and everything, and then he need to go for the quote that is provided by the somewhere insurance provider. Then he say, okay, I approve this policy. This is the policy that I am looking, and I will go ahead with that policy. And he sign up, and then he feel happy. Okay, I identified the policy, and I will go for this policy. And now finally, the agency or someone ask for the payment, how you are making payment. So earlier there are multiple ways was not available, obviously by check or cash. These are the somewhere option, or so these are the premium payment. Coming to the premium payment, earlier there are 2 to 3 ways basically. The first way was that you need to give the cash to my agent, and he will submit the cash, or he pay my premium on my behalf. Or the second option is give the check, or the third option was that go to the LIC office and pay the check, pay the somewhere respective amount. Grace period is by default is somewhere 30 days, nothing more than that. That is somewhere till 2000 it was happening, and the payment is paid. Now the customer is not worried, because on that time people was thinking about just for the life insurance. Nobody cares about somewhere the types of mishappening or something that was very less. In case of any problem is occur or any mishappening happens, the insurance provider makes the payment to the premium, and the customer is happy. The challenge was somewhere modify their data, update their somewhere. On that time mobile was not available, they just need to update the address. 2000 the mobile was very beginning stage, so yes, some people are updating, but yeah, it was not into somewhere actively into the system. Third thing is somewhere in the last row you will see the claims. Claims, so what kind of claims was there? Claims was there my policy is matured, I will go for the payment, or in case of any mishappening happens or anything went wrong, what will happen? The insurance provider will pay the paid insurance plus the sum, what is the coverage amount is there. They might, I'm not sure, have asked any feedback, because this was the somewhere generally everything was going as it is, there was no such. And renewal was also happening because there was no such other competitor was available. But what happens after 2000? So let me show you the screen. I'm going forward and I will show you something like this. So in 2000, the first private company introduced in somewhere HDFC Life, Max Life, and then number of insurance companies come into picture. They bring the somewhere the value on the table, like how to proceed, what are they completely change the picture of the insurance industry. And every year by year, the somewhere new insurance companies are coming into picture. So you can see in my last list, there are somewhere three, basically the one is missing, I think, in this list, or not able to display here. Somewhere the last three, you can see the somewhere 24th number Credit Access Life Insurance Company, Eco Life, and there was the Go Digit. Somewhere there is another insurance provider that is being introduced. So now coming, so this is somewhere how there is no possibility of churn the customer or customer going to the somewhere another, or how the customer is renewing. So customer is the somewhere your promoter, because everything was somewhere only one company, because there was no such competitor available till 2000, and now the customer is your promoter. Okay, go for the LIC, go for the LIC, no other option. Now post 2000, what happened? Now in 2024, identify a customer is a big deal. This is not a somewhere straightforward that we were doing earlier. I show you in the list like 24 or 25 insurance providers are already available. Nowadays, we are not, basically customer is not looking for us. We need to identify the customer, which is the right customer, what exactly is their requirement, that is the basically a pain area. But if you will go into the real ground, what is happening? If you go to anyone, he will say, okay, this is the best company, and this will deliver you the somewhere best solution, or this is the somewhere rate of, you can say the claim settlement is very high and everything. This will give you the somewhere the best. But how? How to trust any agent or anyone like this is somewhere the real data or not? So to identify the customer is very intelligent nowadays. They are using the somewhere different like web methods, or you can say the mobile, or so many things are available. He immediately go and check for the somewhere portal. So now the identifying customer is a big deal. So what are the different ways of the somewhere that I have mentioned? Some of them like personalized communication. People are having the interaction. Those are somewhere agencies. Those are basically having the personal communication, and on the basis of that they suggest the solution. Next component is somewhere the web portal or third party web portal. So why I added the web portal here? Web portal is somewhere the brand portal, and the third party portals are, you can see the Policy Bazaar, Policy Tiger, or XYZ number of the companies. Those are the somewhere. So basically these are the somewhere ways to identify the customer. And how these basically identify, you search for a policy in any portal, immediately you will start getting calls. So identify a customer for anyone is not a somewhere easy thing. That is a difficult task. And here the other ways are telecalling, SMS, email marketing, workshops, webinars, social media advertising. This is somewhere some way where the business is coming, but majorly business is coming either personalized communication or the somewhere third party portals. That is somewhere the major source of business nowadays. If anyone have disagree with this, feel free to jump in, I don't mind. That you can say that is somewhere, okay, that is somewhere I will put into the personalized communication. Exactly, this is mass communication, I agree with you. Now suppose that I identify one customer. So even though before that I will go back, like how these agencies or the mass communication, these are the agencies, how these are finding. Okay, who are the employees? Those are just 3 years completed in their career. Target them. They are the somewhere target audience for us. Who are the business owners who have spent their business or somewhere X number of business amount or their transaction? Just target them. So this is somewhere the way. So identify customer, understanding their need, it is quite difficult as of now. Identify suitable policy. That is somewhere another point. Here you will see, I mentioned here 3 points, like some of the companies will purely selling the life insurance, some of them are saying we are giving the high returns, and some of them are saying life and health insurance. They are mixing that somewhere. I will not reveal the name of any organization, but they are doing it. Somehow you identify somewhere any suitable policy. Like this is the suitable policy for me. Then, okay, go ahead. Then what are the somewhere quotes and coverage? How you will quote the, so for example, people are comparing, like you can see the life insurance. I have not marked any number. I've just somewhere marked 1.3. I'm mixing somewhere health insurance and the life insurance. So your policy will continue, but you will get the benefits of the health insurance in that, in case you have anything. Other than that, you will see the some of the coverage, like there is a life insurance is there. We have the benefits of health insurance. Along with the health insurance, somewhere the auto recharge is there. So this is somewhere coming into picture when you are having the floating policies. Okay. So when some is expired, for example, there are 3 members in the family and one is consumed the maximum limit, the policy will be auto recharge and the limits will be available for the other people. So this is the somewhere on the basis of the quotes and recharges are happening. What is the transparency? That is a big question. Most of the insurance industry leaders are present here, and they have might cancelled the somewhere certain licenses or the certain agencies. They have seen that. So clear communication is missing. What exactly is that? Coming to the somewhere pricing transparency, this is not available into the entire system, I will say that. So how the agencies are somewhere, I will say the mainly culprit are agencies. How they are doing it, okay, I will give you the X number of amount return if you go policy with this. But what is the somewhere complications in future, nobody knows. Claim process transparency, that is somewhere another challenge. Coming to the somewhere coverage, what is coverage? There are so many false communication, or the over promising or somewhere the wrong promises are happening. So this area need to be looked. Policy terms and conditions. I think whoever is purchasing the insurance, any insurance, I'm not saying life insurance, term insurance, health insurance or general insurance, nobody is reading, or very few people are reading the terms and conditions, because those are somewhere couple of pages and customer is not reading that. Customer, how the customer looks like, where I need to sign. Okay, here, these are the somewhere, I put the cross, you need to sign, that's it. So the transparency should be there. Building trust. I don't think so anybody is, third party is working on the building trust. They are just selling on the name of their reliability. So coming to that, how the reliability looks, what is the customer expectation from any insurance company or the anyone to the agency or anything, they believes on the reliability 2%. Responsibility, people looks for the personalized services. Okay, whenever my renewal is come, let me know, I will give the check to you and you can submit, or I will do the somewhere auto debit or something. Whatever it is, somewhere thing coming from the somewhere assurance, that is somewhere I couldn't see, this is somewhere 18% or 19%, empathy 16% and the tangibles 11%. So this is how the somewhere customer expectation. Coming to the payments, coming to the somewhere what exactly, where it comes into the picture, what we have done into the insurance industry yet. Whatever the somewhere services, those are somewhere manual or the somewhere running on the somewhere third party or legacy systems, we have just write the wrappers on top of it and bring in front of the customer. I think that is the progress we have done. In the earlier member, like earlier panel who was discussing so many things, and I would like to thanks to them, they have bring so many things on the table, like what is the data synchronization? Data, there is nothing. So we are not enough matured in the somewhere insurance industries as of now. So I will say the every organization, those are having the somewhere online payment, offline payment. Offline payment means those are somewhere banks are available, those are accepting the payment, and those should accept that because everybody cannot go. I know that it is somewhere digitalization happens and so many things are moving on, but even though somewhere the offline payment should be accepted. Apart from that, check payment, wallet, UPI, everything, everybody knows that these are the somewhere payments methods that we are covering. Accessibility and the updates. These are somewhere mainly how you frequently or how you can update your data, how you can see what exactly. But missing point here is there. I cannot add some rider plans or anything at the mid of the somewhere policy when my middle age of the policy. That is somewhere I think the insurance industry should look like. So this is somewhere I mentioned like there are different ways to access the policies and their update, KYC and everything. And something need to be like, for example, I completely agree with the somewhere the digitalization where we directly transfer the calls to the bots or somewhere those responses maximum data. But yeah, some of the place we need 24/7 customer support. In case if anybody need help, I cannot explain each and everything to the bot. Bot doesn't understand each and every language which is somewhere available in this entire country. Staff is somewhere, many of the time it is not knowledgeable. They say we will transfer the call to the somewhere next our senior and then they will take a look. And the response should be prompt response. That is somewhere the expected from accessibility point of view. Claim settlement. This is somewhere a area where our this is basically the test for any insurance company. So I mentioned earlier there are somewhere clear communication and everything. Those are somewhere in case if anything went wrong here, that will be result here. So how you will see the required documents? Okay, everybody will provide these are the required documents. Survey. Survey is somewhere quite important. Reason is that so many frauds are happening. So in case if I give you the example of the somewhere general insurance, I go for the car service center and ask my car, oh, I have the somewhere one scratch on my headlight, get it repaired. What he did? He just put some damage light on there and just take the photo and give it to surveyor. And my light got approved. But is this really a case that should be approved? No, basically. So we need somewhere physical intervention to look into it. Cashless payment option is somewhere always welcome. And we would like to thanks to the insurance industry where they bring the cashless payment option. Co-pay is also good in case of somewhere health insurance somewhere. Covered component should also be clarified or they should be communicated time to time to the somewhere like insurance customer. And the third party components, whatever the somewhere those are covered or not covered, those all should also be communicated. So whatever the time is consumed, that is somewhere major area. But I agree. When I was working with some of the like international insurance customer and they have the somewhere bike theft case and the customer take the photographs and they put the case and within I think 10 to 15 minutes they got the settlement. But how is it really possible in India? I think no. Because here somewhere the chances of frauds are very high. So in case if anybody is doing somewhere, we are looking for the claim settlement, first of all we need to change. That is somewhere the area of improvement that I will say. Coming to the somewhere surveys or feedback, when the feedback comes, what kind of a feedback insurance providers are taking from the customer? How was your experience for the online payment? Is this the somewhere experience we need to capture? That is the question to the all insurance providers. We can ask the somewhere to them like, What are your experience on the claim settlement? Even though if you go for the somewhere car insurance or anything, general insurance, I was visiting one of the, I will not reveal the name of the brand. I go there and I ask that, okay, give me the feedback form. They said, okay, sir, we have repaired your car, everything is good. And sir, please give 10 ratings for us. No matter they are, what is the quality of service, what they are, how they are interacting, no matter. The response was, sir, 9 and 10, below than 9 is somewhere unsatisfactory for us. This is the somewhere real picture of that insurance industry. So I think the insurance industry should take a look and work on it. And whatever the feedback has been received from the different customers, that we need to implement. Renewal. Renewal is somewhere renewal or continuation or the somewhere, this is somewhere the big thing. If customer is happy, he can renew with your existing brand, or what will happen, once your policy will comes to the somewhere renewal layer, if you have the health insurance, so many third-party agents, they will say, sir, port your policy. That is the somewhere real problem in the world. So in case if the somebody is not satisfied, he will port the policy. So somewhere there should be a one thing where somebody can listen their problem and then we can move it. And the last thing to add, if the customer is happy, he will be your brand promoter. Or if the customer is happy, customer is not happy, then he will leave out from your organization. There are some gaps I have covered here, so you can go through that. I will not take much time. So these are the somewhere basic gap that I see the insurance industry, and where the customer and the somewhere brand perception is having the satisfaction customer that goes. I have added here the list of the companies. Those are somewhere having life insurance and term insurance. These are the somewhere companies. Those are somewhere health and general insurance providers. Any questions?
Do we have any questions?
So this is somewhere the average percentage that the
question here was that this reliability quotient is for the insurance company, or is it for anyone who faces the client?
that is somewhere the end user basically, that who trust on that channels or the somewhere that is on the basis of that.
So it could be a broker, it could be an agent, it could be anyone.
Anyone.
So that's the point of first contact the customer is in touch with. Yeah?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
We have one question over here.
Hello, I am Tushar from Sisri. I just have a, thanks for the presentation. I just wanted to understand, in your views, what is the major root cause for customer dissatisfaction? And as an industry, how do you think that we have to address this?
To be open, insurance industry is not yet matured. So somewhere it will take time to reflect. So if you go through the somewhere earlier panel discussion, there are so many things they have addressed, like these are the somewhere missing data. So data is there, but that is, you can say in the scattered way, that is somewhere that need to be aggregated into a well format to identify the root cause. Hope I answered your question. Thank you all. Thank you so much.